Welcome back, fellow YouTubers. If this is your first time, welcome to VVP Trading. Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified of any new video I upload like this. If this is not your first time here, welcome back. It's nice to have you. So in this video, we're going to do something very basic. We're going to calculate percent gain, and this applies to stocks and crypto. And we're also going to calculate basically the money that we're going to be gaining from each trade, whether stocks or crypto. So this is two very simple steps that you can do in literally less than a minute. Stay tuned and find out. Alrighty, so for calculating percent gain, it is a very simple one-step process actually. So we're going to use this stock right here as an example. This is actually a trade that I had gone on into earlier this week. It was a pretty big percent gain. You'll see in the example just how much it came out to be. All right, so let's get into it. So right here, so to calculate percent gain, it is exit price minus the entry price divided by the entry price. So let's say the all-time high of 0.95, basically 0.95. Say 0.95 for the video, purpose. So 0.95 minus 0.49 is when I got in. So that difference is 0.46. So that difference divided by 0.49, which is the entry price, we have a total of 0.9387. So that is not percent just yet. Multiply by 100 and we get 93.87%. So that right there, that's very simple. If you know how much you invested, let's say $1,000, just very simple, straightforward, your gain would be $938.70 something cents. So your total account basically for that stock would be $1,938. So that is, like I said, I got pretty good gain on this one, 93.8%, and that was in a matter of maybe a day and a half, 2 days. So that was great. So now to calculate the money, basically the dollar amount that was gained from that trade. So basically the same step as before, exit price minus entry price, but this time we're multiplying it by the number of shares that we have. So basically any kind of platform that you use will tell you how many shares you have. It'll tell you your entry price, your average price, and your exit price. That's just what you put for yourself, what you are comfortable with, like when you want to exit. So right here, all right, so let's start here. So let's say you put $1,000, right? We're gonna do it not just saying $1,000 times 0.9387. We're gonna do, say you put $1,000, which this information they will give you. They will tell you how many shares you have, but let's just do it for this purpose. So $1,000 divided by 0.49, you end up with 2,040 shares. So the difference we get here is 46 cents. 46 cents times 2,040 is 938.775, which is exactly what we got here, minus some decimal places. So that's right here, one way to do it. Also, let's say you had exited the trade and got in at a different price. So now your average price won't be 0.49. It'll be a higher price because you had gone higher, or if you had waited for a dip and got in again, it'll be lower. But the same concept applies. You basically do your where you're going to be exiting, kind of where your take profit would be, minus what your average price is now. And since you had entered again, your number of shares will be greater. So basically you just do the difference times the number of shares, and that is your profit. That is not how much will be in that account, basically in that share, like from your portfolio. It is your gain. And also one way to find out how much money you have invested, because let's say over time you keep adding and adding it, you basically just multiply your average price times the amount of shares you have. So your average price times your shares, that's how much money is invested. And then however much money you had invested, you can multiply it by that gain, however much percent, whatever you get for a value up here, you multiply that by the decimal version, and that is your gain. So this is a very simple, it's nothing crazy, it's nothing insane, but I do like to do it before I enter into a trade because it is good to know what I'm going to be coming out with and what kind of profit I will be looking at. Because I mean, for Forex, you kind of do the same thing. You see how much you're risking, you know the amount. I had done a video already on it before for Forex. I'll probably link it in the section below or toss it in here on the screen somewhere. But we basically know how much profit we're coming out with because you do however much you're risking, which if you use a calculator will tell you right on the bottom. So let's say you're risking $10 and your risk to reward is a 1 to 5, you know you're coming out with $50 profit. So it is good to know what you're going to be working with, what you're coming out with, what you're going to be gaining, and what you're going to be winning. So it's always good to know that because I don't want to put all this money into a stock and then wait months or like weeks, months, and then get 1-2% and just basically have my money tied up in that stock, have no margin available to trade, and just kind of be tied down, either waiting for break even or just waiting for that, just that for it to shoot up, and you're just tied down. Whereas, yeah, if you do 2-3% in an hour, I mean, that's great. If you do that all the time, you're gonna do very well. But yeah, it's definitely a good thing to know what kind of percents you're working with, so then you can pull out if you're day trading and just keep recirculating that money. And now with a greater account, that percent gain is actually even greater because your money is cumulatively adding up. So that's definitely something you should be striving for, and something you should be hoping for. So this is a simple two-step process. This video is not going to be anything insane, maybe like 10 minutes long, on just how to calculate percent gain with stocks and crypto, and also the money amount gained. This does not pertain to Forex. Forex is a completely different, it's counted by pips, so it's completely different. This pertains to stocks and Forex. If you guys have any questions or any video that you want me to do, make sure to comment in the comment section below. Or if you go on my about page, I do have the email linked, and send me an email and I'll make sure to get back to you guys and upload a video. As always, subscribe and make sure you hit the bell icon to be notified of any new videos that I drop. Take care, guys.